This is the Nissan LED Footwell lighting kit install video. So I'm going to show you guys how to put this in your car. First, going to go over what I got here. So I have the vehicle specific harness. This one is for a GTR, which at the time of this video is the only car that we have. This is a LED dimmer switch, and then these are the LED lights that will connect there. You also have a couple other things you'll need. This is additional adhesive if you want it. Some prep pad to clean the area, some Velcro that will put this where it needs to go, and then also just a little stick to push some stuff through. So I will show y'all how we're doing it. To get power, and the beauty of this kit is there's no wire splicing, no ugly cigarette lighter things plugged in, no batteries, nothing. Where we're getting the power from is the glove box light. So what we're going to do first is we have to pop off this panel, and in order to do that we need to access 2 screws, and one is right here and the other's right here. So you just need a Phillips head screwdriver, and we'll take these off here. Screw number 1. Screw number 2. Alright, so I lied. We need to take off this panel and this panel, but they both of them pop off. This piece pops off. All you do is just sort of grab it, pull it to the side. I like to grab it from the top. Just sort of pops off. Then this also pops off too. There's some clips holding it down here. There's also some clips holding it here. So I just like to start from this side, pull up. Once I pull up on this side, then I'm gonna pull this way. So now I'm gonna pull this way, and this thing pops off. If we wanted to see, here are some clips, and there are some clips there. Next thing is the piece that we're looking at. It's gonna be sort of hard to see, but I will later on do a close-up of it. But this is the glove box light right here. This is the light, and this is the housing. The black thing is the light, and then there's a white plug. There's a thing you just press down, and it's facing you. You press down on it and then pull it outward. I like to get 2 hands, so I'm gonna put another hand over here, and I'm gonna push down and then pull outwards. And sometimes if you hold the black light, it helps. So I'm actually gonna hold the light, and oh sorry, I wasn't pushing down. So yeah, so now I push down. So I'm gonna see if I can zoom the camera into here. So now it's disconnected, and again, this is the tab. I was pushing down on this tab. So you push down on that tab and then pull out. So now you have the place where the light was connected and the power that came from the car. So I'm going to get the harness here. I'm gonna put this back on my little head mount. All right, so this is what we have for our harness that came. So this is the female side that plugs into what you just unplugged, and then this part goes towards the light. So we're just gonna shove it in here. Again, just shove it through the side. I like to use 2 hands. This is gonna press in the thing that just came out, and then this is gonna press back into the light, again with the little tab facing us. So now we plug back in and take my hands out, and I'll do another little close up here, but this can just dangle. And again, this is what we just plugged in there. So the glove box light will still work, and this will we'll tuck this later. And again, this is just sort of a close-up, but again, I just plugged that right into the glove box light, so that will still work. And then that one went into the light that came from the vehicle. Now we got some stuff here that right now is just sort of dangling down, and this just needs to be fed through here. if you look straight right down here, you can pretty much see your feet. So I'm gonna grab this one and just sort of looking from the top, I'm just gonna fish it down and grab it from the other side once I sort of feel it come down here. Little fishing game. It's that game of like Operation. Yeah, actually, if you take your hand and just sort of push it and down, so now it popped up straight through here. So now I got it down here. So we're just gonna fish it down until it's all the way down there. So we have to make a decision now. So this wire's down here, and so again, you have this LED dimmer switch. Again, this will be able to dim the LEDs, which I'm assuming you probably only do once, but it can also turn the LEDs all the way off if for some reason, I don't know, you're getting pulled over and you want to turn them off. I'm not sure. So you have to choose where you want this mounted. If you want it on the passenger side, you have to do one part, but if you want it on the driver's side, you have to do another thing. So essentially, let's go the driver's side route, because I think that's what most people will do, just because then you can turn it off when you want to. But if you wanted it out of the way or something, you know, you could keep it on the passenger side. So I'm going to take this little rod thing here, this little white rod, and I'm going to attach it together. So I'm going to attach these two together and just put a little bit of electrical tape around here. So, you know, just enough so it's, you know, they're moving with each other. And then there is a little part, so just put it all the way back here, and you're going to shove this over to the other side. So there isn't a particular spot to go through, but we're just going to push it, and if you have any resistance, just pull back. There's really not much there, but sometimes a wire can get caught and stuck, so nothing's getting stuck, so I just shoved it over there. So we're going to go over to the other side, but before we do that, let's grab two things. One, we're going to grab the dimmer switch, and then the other thing that we're going to grab are the LEDs. So let's mosey on over to this side. And what do we see? We see our white wire here. So we see our white wire and this. So we're just gonna undo this and keep the duct tape here, or duct tape, electrical tape. Keep it here. And I'm actually going to temporarily just take this electrical tape and just put it on the wire that came over and just attach it to the pedal. I just don't want this to move, because the next thing we're gonna do, and actually I forgot some duct tapes, or I keep saying duct tape. I forgot some electrical tape, so I'm gonna take some electrical tape, take a little bit off. So there are two parts to this lighting thing. There's the LEDs on either side, and the side where this little connector is the side we want to stay on the driver's side. If we were doing this on the passenger side, it would be reversed. So in this case, we're gonna take the other side that's going over to the passenger side, and we're gonna reattach it to that metal thing that we just shoved through, and then we're gonna pull it back the other side. And so keep these in line with each other, just like this. And we're just gonna do a little taperoo here. And again, I temporarily just put a little piece of tape on this wire, because if we pull this rod back, sometimes the wire can come back the other way. So go here, go back to the other side. Ba, ba, ba. Here's our lovely rod. Grab this, pull this back slowly, and here is the LED. So we're just gonna undo the tape, and we're done with this. So the LEDs have an adhesive on the back here. You pull back this red thing, there's an adhesive. However, what did I do with, oh, sorry, it's out here, isn't it? So there's two things that are going to help this adhesive to stick. One of them I'd use right away, and the other one I'd probably hold off on if you're having issues. So alcohol swab is here. This will just clean the area just to make sure there's no fingerprints, dirt that will get it from sticking. Just sort of clean this the area underneath here, and there's different spots you can put it, but there's pretty much one bar that I would clean, and I'm just gonna take this off really closely. So I'm cleaning this bar here, and I'm gonna go to the other side while I have this alcohol swab. And again, so under here, I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put the light, but I'm just gonna clean under here. Here's a pretty big surface. The LED dimmer switch might be mounted here, I don't know. So clean that, you know, give this 5-10 seconds. And then right now, I'm gonna rough fit this just to make sure I have enough wire. So this looks good. I have enough wire and slack over here. Let me look at the other side. And we do wanna wait, you know, maybe 30 seconds for that, you know, alcohol swab to dry. And ideally we don't want to be touching it because we'll get it dirty again. So this is good for slack. I'm going to put that here. Again, you can put these lights wherever you want to, but just pick a place where it won't be seen. So I'm going to put that there. The Gorilla Glue that's included, you could put this on here and use it, but some people might not need it. I mean, I ran this in my car for I think I ran something pretty similar for up to a year and it never peeled off, but I know some people report that these peel off sometimes. So if you want to, I would just stick it, leave it, and if it falls off, then, you know, put some Gorilla Glue or whatever adhesive you want to and block it back there. But I'm going to hold off on this for now. I'm going to take this red adhesive backing off. Man, it'd really help if I had nails. All right, got her. And I'm gonna put mine just right here. I'd place it in the middle. It's not too big of a deal if it's not in the middle. Press it. I'm gonna hold it for about 5 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5. Make sure it's pressed nice and good. So that's there. This wire, we're gonna do some cable management with some zip ties, but this wire we're gonna eventually tuck. But for now, let's mosey on over to the other side. Mosey on over to the other side. So on this side, I'm going to put the dimmer goes on one side, and then that little wire that came from the other side connects to the other side of the dimmer, and this is what it looks like. So we got a lot of junk here that eventually we want to hide because we don't want all this stuff showing. So I'm gonna figure out roughly where I want this this dimmer switch. I'm probably just gonna put mine here, and then my LED lights again just somewhere in the middle, and everything that's hanging we gotta hide. I'm gonna put this LED switch on last. So there's some Velcro that came that I'm gonna go grab quick. All right, so I took the adhesive off the back of the Velcro here. Yeah. Well, almost. Again, I need nails to take this off. All right, and now that I got the Velcro off on the back of this dimmer switch, I'm going to put one side of the Velcro sticky part there, and I'm gonna plop it right here, yeah, somewhere. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it horizontal so that the clicker part's still facing me. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put it somewhere here. I don't really necessarily want it visible, and as long as it's there, it won't be visible. I'm going to push that in, hold for about 5 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm gonna take the adhesive off of the LED. And again, probably somewhere just down in the middle, I'm gonna plop this. Again, push 1 1000, 2 1000, 3, 4, 5. All right, that sounds like enough pushing. So I got a whole mess of cables running. So I just gotta tuck and hide these. So I'm gonna tuck and hide these. If you wanna use zip ties, you can, but they're pretty easy to get tucked and hid. So I'm gonna do that quickly. So you're gonna get beautiful dark views of my hands. And because we have this over here, I really don't want this to ever get in the way of the pedals. So I actually am gonna probably recommend either zip tying it or finding a really good way that it can get lodged into something. Sometimes you can lodge it into stuff and it sticks pretty nice, but oh, actually there was something that stuck pretty nice in there. And yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to this. It's just however you want to do it. But yeah, that stuck nice. So that little T thing, I actually have the, oh man, it is sort of dark. Let me see if I can get a light for y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a light. All right, that's better. So what do I got going on here? So I have my LED switch here. Got my little dimmer here. You can see that this light, this actually runs right around to the side, and I got it lodged in there real good, so it's not in my pedals at all. If you can't get it lodged in there good, definitely zip tie it to something. There's all types of junk you can zip tie it to, but now this is in there pretty good. This is in here pretty good. So everything, oh, actually, wait, on the other side, we still have to hide and tuck this wire. So I believe, yes, there's one wire here that's sort of still dangling. Let's see. I'm just gonna see if I can get that tucked in somewhere. I can't really get it tucked in here somewhere, so I think I'm gonna zip tie this guy to something up there just so it does not drip down or get in the way. Lucky us, I realized there's these little slits that are here. So these little slits probably are a good place to put a zip tie, and you guys will have a handful of zip ties in your kit just to make sure we got that going. But I'm gonna see if I can prop the camera here and tilt this guy up. And let's see, I'm just gonna fish a zip tie. Let's see, through here and down the other side here, and make sure this is included here, and got this what I need in the loop. Zip tie her up till it's taut. Now this isn't going anywhere, and if you want to, you can cut this off, but it actually isn't visible, so yeah, we should probably cut it off. All right. So this thing, couple notes about this before you put it back. There are 2 tabs here, and there's some little clippy things that are metal, and make sure that they're in there, because these are actually what the screws we took off actually attached to these little metal brackets. But the way I like to do this is I like to first I'll just sort of push it in from the front, and once I got it in from the front, then from the side I'll just sort of lift this, and this thing is pretty, and just tuck it in there. It presses right in until you hear some clicks. Next thing, we had 2 screws that are here. So I'm going to put these 2 screws in. These just screw right back in. Got one. I'm gonna find number 2. Oh, there's the hole. There's the hole. I gotta get my mind out of the gutter. Hey, you get an install video and free commentary. So if you don't like the lights, return them and the commentary is free. All right, so the last thing is we have this little cover here, and I'm gonna try to get this one-handed. And that cover again pops on. Glove box closes. We're good. Lastly, let's make sure this works. So I'm gonna put the car in the on position. Nothing happened because my headlights are off, but I'm gonna put it to auto or just turn the headlight switch to the on position. This is dark enough now that I could put it to auto, but we got some light, so looking good. I think this is too bright for my taste. So I'm gonna go down here and find that little dimmer knob and turn that guy down. You know, let's turn it down a little bit. I think this is more my taste, but adjust that to how you want to. That's it. You're done. If you have questions, let me know in the comments, or send me an email, or put an inquiry on my website. I'll get back to you. Awesome. Thanks.